It's like mosquito versus Miranda goes outside crew, and we are losing. There's like a 60% chance that like a mosquito bit my vagine. This is my show, gosh darn. Normally when I go backpacking, the focus is on having a really long day on trail and then a pretty short day at camp. But for this video, I have flipped that. So I've planned a very short hike into my campsite, and I have packed up my bag with basically a ton of stuff that is solely for hanging out and enjoying my campsite. Between me and Rainer and Abby and Tucker, we have over 100 pounds of gear for a 3-mile hike and a single overnight. I'm excited to see whose pack weighs the most.
I'm gonna guess that yours is the heaviest, Abby is second, and I'm third.
I'm gonna guess Abby's is the heaviest, yours is second, and I'm third. Okay, ready?
Ready, here we go, drum roll.
This is with food, water, everything, right?
My food, my water, everything is in there.
Here we go. 31.5 pounds.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Only meant to carry 30 pounds.
Ooh, you're pushing it a little bit. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
It's like just the same as mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No!
Right.
Ready for this?
Drum roll. Whoa. Oh, almost 35 pounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So Abby's the heaviest.
Oh, wow, Abby.
Yeah.
Let's weigh Tucker's pack.
Yeah, let's weigh Tucker's.
1, 2, 3.
I didn't even move the needle.
Let's hike, bitches! I have a short hike into camp and then a beautiful campsite to set up, so let's get this show on the road. Or on a trail, I guess. Bye! Poop! Oh! We have come to an obstacle. Nailed it. I just farted and I just realized my mic is still rolling. Very sorry. Whoa! Oh, fairy shell. They look so edible. Cool. Pretty! Bridge! This is awesome. It's like valley here. Oh, look, we got a little bit of a stream here. Oh, isn't this just picturesque? This is kind of one of the reasons at this time of year here in the Pacific Northwest, like sort of earlier backpacking season, it can be really buggy because we have all this like glacier melt and snow melt that's running down into these valleys, but it's not quite hot enough for a lot of that water to evaporate. And so you get like a lot of bugs kind of hanging out in these like standing pools of water, or at least that's what I've been told. Not an entomologist. All right, woohoo! Scatologist. Scatology is my science profession.
You think there's an American Society of Scatologists and their acronym is ASS?
If not, we should start one. You could have like a gathering of minds and call it the annual Scatology Summit. What about the Alliance of Northern Urine Scientists?
The bureaucratic undercover tush task force.
Parents of overachieving poopers.
The fraternity of American rectal theorists.
We just hit a little little high point, and now we go down the butthole. Oh, come on, you were thinking that too. That is the most butthole looking like gnarl in a tree ever. Oh, I'm so sorry. My mom, I'm gonna have to tell her not to watch this video. Whenever I talk about buttholes, she's always like, Miranda. Dingleberry.
Get your finger out of it.
It's not actually a butthole. Watson. Yeah? And to camp. Ooh, we're getting to the lakes. Wow, so much going down now. Oh, shit. Oh my gosh. Wow. Stunning alpine lakes. You can kind of see it's actually divided into two lakes. There's a bit of a spit that kind of comes out in the center here. And I think that's actually where we're gonna camp. The hike in here is like such a small part of today. So let's get down to the lake, let's set up camp, and then I will unload my pack and show you all of the glorious camp luxury items that I brought with me. Because the majority of this trip, and the whole point of this video, is really like enjoying time at camp and getting some relaxation in. To Watson, my dear Watson. Look at this water. Cool. This is so pretty. Are you ready to see the best campsite ever? This is perfect. This is amazing. Welcome to camp. The hike in wound up being 2.5 miles, and now we have the whole rest of the day to just hang out and enjoy this beautiful alpine lake. Let me start unloading my stuff. We're gonna get our lunch together, and I'll show you all of the fun stuff that I brought. I want to set up a cozy lunch spot. The whole point of being here at camp early is to create like fun, awesome hangout zones, and so let's do it. Camp chair. Sit pad and sleeping pad. Hammock. Woo! Let the lazy overnight begin. I want a drink. Feels appropriate. Normally, when I am backpacking, my lunch consists of like bars or a pre-made sandwich or something like that. But because we are lazy backpacking, I have a little bit of a setup to do for my lunch. Let's build a charcuterie board, shall we? Charcuterie, yay! Ta-da! We have cheese and some bread and some salami and some kale, some dried peaches, dried apricots, and some veggie salami. There's only one more thing that this charcuterie board needs. Wine. Cheers!
Cheers.
Woo! So we got our camp all set up. Rainer and Abby and I actually brought our own tents. So we have 3 separate tents and 3 separate kind of camp setups. Because the focus of backpacking today was just around trying to have all of the like luxury fun stuff that I wanted at camp, I wound up actually bringing my ultralight stuff for my big items so that I had more space in my pack for like fun drinks, for games, all sort of like that stuff. So I have my Gossamer Gear the 2 tent, which is actually a tent that I got for an ultralight backpacking trip. And then in my tent, I have a super lightweight Thermarest sleeping pad and then my Enlightened Equipment quilt. I have my ultralight umbrella. It did look like we might get some rain, but I haven't had to use this just yet. And then my pack just has a couple of things like a hat in here. My cooler cloth is strapped on the outside. I've got like a few other things like chapstick just kind of in my pack. The big thing really, and like I'm not sure if you can see them, but there are like hundreds of mosquitoes. That's why I'm wearing my puffy jacket. That's why I'm like wearing my hood. I'm just trying to like cover and protect myself, because even like dousing myself in DEET and picaridin, we're still just getting like eaten alive. That is my whole tent setup. Because so many people have asked, I'm gonna give you a quick rundown of how the crew sets up their stuff, and then I'll let them talk a little bit more about some of the things that they brought on this trip. So Rainer is next to me here with his brand new Nemo Dragonfly tent. And then over here we have Abby's setup. Of the 3 of us, I would say Abby's probably the most pro at bringing luxury items.
Hey everybody, I am going to demonstrate why Miranda is constantly calling me extra and prove that she's most likely right. Normal stuff, I am borrowing her Sea to Summit Alpha TR2 tent. I am also borrowing her Nemo Tensor sleeping pad. I usually use a big Agnes, but it's very old and every time I bring it out I worry that it's gonna pop, so I didn't feel like worrying about that today. I brought my husband's REI sleeping bag because I have a synthetic and his is down and it's much lighter. Camera bag with camera, shotgun mic, batteries. At the end of the night, I plug in batteries here into my charging port. This is one reason my bag is always heavy. I always bring extra clothes because I don't like to sleep in sweaty clothes. Up here, I have my Nemo pillow, which I love, my headlamp. I also have a lantern because why not two forms of light? I have my Kindle, which I always bring with me no matter how long the backpacking trip is. It's just my emotional support doodad. I also bring a sleep mask, medicine, and then my sappy corner. I have a very nice note that my husband hid in my packing stuff. And then I have a little picture of my family. This is my first backpacking trip since having a baby. She's 3 months old. I bring a lot of and I'm not ashamed of it. Hike your own hike.
All right, y'all, now it's my turn. This is my pillow. I use the Philo Elite. You've seen it a million times on the channel. We all use it because it's the best. This is my Nemo Riff 15 sleeping bag. Okay, Miranda, can you handle just not being on camera for 2 seconds?
I didn't know if you could see me.
Okay, anyway, I have my sit pad here. I like this here because I can, like, in the night if I have to get out to go pee, I can just like swing my feet out and put them on this, and then I don't have to get my feet all dirty and then put my shoes on. Inside the tent, well, first off we have Tucker in there, staying away from the bugs. Tucker's got his little water bowl here from Roughwear, and he's on a Roughwear sleeping bag, and underneath is a Roughwear sleeping pad. This is a Thermarest Neo Air X-Lite NXT. Usually I will keep a few things up here. Like this is like little ditty sacks. I keep my clothes, some change of clothes in there. Dyneema dry bag. Like you keep some GoPro batteries in there. Tucker's little backpack. Usually I'll always shove like my tent sacks and stuff up here just to keep them organized. And then what's cool about this Nemo Dragonfly is it has these light diffuser pockets here that create like a really nice kind of tungsten amber lighting. Little pockets here are awesome too. There's lots of really cool features on this tent. I'm excited to like use it long term. Oh look, there's a mosquito in my tent now. Great.
Right now, this time of year, especially this time of day in the Pacific Northwest, there are just tons of mosquitoes out. This water is so blue. It looks like Listerine. We have this beautiful little stream that's running right into the lake. So we are down by the water where it was a little bit less buggy, but now it's more buggy again. But it's still not as bad as it was up at our campsite. So now that we're down here, we are going to make some cocktails. I've declared it Camp Happy Hour. We got camp cocktail mixers. The Cocktail Box Co. Manhattans is what we're making. What is it?
A sugar cube in the glass.
Cube in the glass. 4 to 5 dashes of vermouth bitters. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 dashes of orange bitters. Okay.
2.5 ounces of rye whiskey.
All right, you're just telling me when. Skewer your garnish of choice. Also, look at my fingernails. This is the grungiest Manhattan in the world. Oh, that's damn good. Cheers!
Cheers!
Woo!
Yeah! This trip has been basically hijacked by mosquitoes. It was supposed to be like relaxing fun times, almost like cabana vibes, and instead it's just been like a kung fu match against a million mosquitoes.
Where are our cabana vibes? I'm gonna make some LMNT, drink my electrolytes. If you don't know by now, LMNT is my favorite electrolyte drink powder. And I've been testing out some of LMNT's cocktails that they have on their website all summer. But for today, I am just going to mix my LMNT with some water. LMNT is super cool as an electrolyte mix goes because it is high in sodium, high in carbs and potassium, but it has no sugar in it. I love that because I feel like sugar in electrolyte drinks is what makes me not like them. So just having something that's like super high in salt and does an awesome job of helping me rehydrate is incredible. It's a definite staple on my backpacking trips. If you don't know about LMNT, or if you haven't heard me talk about it yet, they are one of the biggest supporters of my channel, which I love because I adore the product that they make. I use it all the time, and it's something that is like authentically a huge part of my outdoor lifestyle. Thank you to LMNT. If you haven't yet tried LMNT, you can actually go to the link in the description below. Go to drinklmnt.com/MirandaGoesOutside. If you place an order through there, you will also get a free sample pack of all of LMNT's different flavors. Drink electrolytes, stay hydrated, have fun. Boom. Let's go chill in the hammock for a little bit. All these bugs just swarm us. Legitimately, a bug flew into my mouth. Look at Rainer.
I mean, like, not kidding. I have rubbed picaridin into like my entire face like minutes ago. And I was like, let's just see what happens if I stand here and do nothing. And all of these bugs landed on my face.
Yeah. I'm gonna finish drinking my LMNT. We are all gonna go hang out in my huge tent to play a game and escape the mosquitoes. And then shortly thereafter, I'm gonna make some dinner and get ready for bed. We are in my tent and safe from the mosquitoes. We're gonna play a game in here. There's a game that we normally play at camp called Cosmic Wimp Out that I did bring with me, but Abby actually brought another tiny camp game. So we're gonna be playing this one instead. I will film now.
Okay.
It will be my turn to film the movie.
What do I say? Which would you choose? You always have to say, who am I asking? Just the group.
Doing such a bad job at this.
Would you rather? Or, sorry, which would you choose? You always have to say what you are thinking. Oh, God. Or you are frequently compelled to lie for no reason. Oh, this is a stupid one for you.
I would always say what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because you always do.
Abby, would you rather, or which would you choose? Spend a day with William Shakespeare or spend a day with Jane Austen?
Austen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Why?
There's too many twins in Shakespeare.
On the Shakespeare question or the Jane Austen question? Obviously Shakespeare.
Yeah, I would say obviously Shakespeare.
But like, to me, just as I'm it's Shakespeare.
Because I'm a man.
just because I'm a man and I'm like comfortable around women.
Saying that on that note. I'm gonna try and eat quickly because the mosquitoes are so bad and I just really wanna get back to my tent. And I'll see you in the morning for some coffee, hopefully a less buggy start to the day. I am very cozy in this Gossamer Gear tent. Of course, as soon as it got dark and I got like ready to get into my tent, the mosquitoes all disappeared. So they're just on the same sleep schedule as we are. I'm hoping when I get up tomorrow morning, we can at least get a little bit of time before the bugs get really bad here at camp. Good night, Abby. Good night, Rainer. Good night, y'all.
It's just before 7 a.m. and the bugs are still really bad outside. I slept really well. It's just like a beautiful night, really cozy. Still trying to decide exactly what I want to do. We're gonna get up and get some water to start.
This is like if The Mist were a movie about a backpacking trip, that people had to deal with gnats and mosquitoes on.
That is like such an exaggeration.
Pretty bad.
The bugs are so bad this morning that we are all eating bars for breakfast and like walking in circles. As long as you stay moving, the bugs are not that bad. Yay, summer! If I aggressively swing, they do not find me. What's the plan, Talia? I'm gonna start packing some stuff up and we are going to clean up camp here and head back to the trailhead. All right, we are all packed up and we're gonna head back on the trail. But before we start hiking, I wanna show you one more very cool thing about this campsite. You ready to see it? Goodbye, camp. You ready for this? This is our toilet. There's a hole dug way in the ground and that's where everyone like poops and goes to the bathroom. You have a little like standing platform here for your feet. When this opens, there's like a little seat here. Yeah, you've got like a nicely carved out and beautifully sanded spot to sit and release your poo. There are actually tons of bathrooms like this in wilderness areas around the country. And we have talked about doing like a backcountry bathrooms series. If you want to see a series like that, let me know. It's definitely something that the crew and I are super excited about. Yummy. Wow, I'm so sorry.
Like Vanna White poop.
Like Vanna Wipe. There we go. Back to the trailhead and away from the bugs. We just got back to the trailhead after hiking back from Watson Lake. When we set out yesterday, I had this idea in my head of what I wanted this trip to be. But in reality, it wound up being something very different just because we were sort of escaping from mosquitoes. I said this yesterday, but this feels like a little bit of a sort of like nature reality check for me, where it's like backpacking is just gonna be what backpacking is gonna be. In a lot of ways, that's like kind of a comforting realization to be like, there's only so much control that I have over what I'm walking into. The only thing that I have control over is like what I bring into a situation. I can only control like the attitude that I bring in or like the preparation that I bring in or the stuff that I bring in. Whenever I have a hard backpacking trip, there's just like one thing that I really want when I get back. And so I'm gonna go with Abby and Rainer and we're gonna go get some food and some beers and just properly finish off this backpacking trip. Cheers! Cheers! Yum! If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to our channel. I'm trying to reach 100,000 subscribers right now, and I would love it if you could be the 100,000th person. I feel like 100,000 is like how many mosquito bites I got on this trip. All right, love you. See you outside.
Bye.
Bye from Abby. If there ever was a perfect couple, this one qualifies. Oh my God, you guys. Oh my God.
Every bear for 100 miles is like, oh God, she's back. Oh my God, she's back.
How dare you? You're welcome.
Well, luckily we have no risk. I'm not even putting my stuff in my bear canister tonight.
No, you need
They're
to.
gone.
I'll scare them away.
After that song.